Hey, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope. Great morning, great morning, great morning. Good morning, y'all. It's been a minute since I've been up this early doing a drive-by. That's what I'll say. Not that I haven't been up, I'm just doing a drive-by. Come on in, you guys. Come on in. Listen, I'm super excited. It's my birth month. It's my birth month. It's my birth month. It's my birth month. I'm so excited about that. Listen, it is my birth month. I am super excited about it. And I'm excited about everything that God is doing this month. I'm telling you, y'all, listen, it's time to get excited, to get a little worked up. Good morning, prophetess. How you doing, prophetess Tammy? You guys, let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. Let me know who's here and where you are tuning in from. Yes. Hey, Ernisa. Yes, it is Black Business Month. Support a Black business. Support Black businesses. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Chicago is in the house. Okay, y'all. So, listen. The month of August, this is a very significant month in my life because it is the month of my birth, right? It was the month of my birth. So literally I get new beginnings every year in August. It's not just for the month, but it's my new year for my life, right? And you all, this one is extra special. And let me tell you why. So not only is it my birthday is on August 22nd. So it's the month of new beginnings, right? 8 is the number of new beginnings. My birthday is on the 22nd, right? The 22nd. We got the double twos, okay? And I turn 55, which is double fives. What does that say? Yeah, prophetess. Double grace, double jubilee. Like, I'm just in a season of double. So God is doubling things for me. But this is the good news. He's not just doubling things for me. He's bringing people into new beginnings, and he's giving you double for what? For your trouble. This is a month where God is going to give you double for your trouble. The effort that you put in, what you put in, you're going to get out double, right? So as God is moving, as God is breaking down walls, as God is dropping downloads, this is a time where businesses can really explode. Good morning, Cherie. This is a time when businesses can really explode. Why? Because what God is doing is he's downloading divine strategies. I'm not just talking about strategies, divine strategies that will operate and create. This is a Kairos time. So, listen, this Kairos time, what you put in Kairos doesn't produce in Chronos. It produces in Kairos and is multiplied in Chronos. What you put in Kairos, it produces in Kairos, but it's multiplied exponentially in the Chronos, right? So the difference between Kairos and Chronos, and I've talked about this quite a bit, but I really want y'all to get it. So Chronos is chronological time. Like, I came on, it was about 5:55. It was a little bit after that, but that was my goal, was 5:55. That's Chronos, right? But Kairos is the time when God needs something to happen, right? And so when we can align our Kairos with our Chronos, it produces exponentially. This is a month where you're even more likely to do that. Okay, so I'm super excited for what the month of August has to offer us. You all, this is huge. And when I say it's huge, I mean it is absolutely mind-blowing. Now, each of us may have some different things that we have to step through and go around in order to maximize this month. But this month is a month where everyone can win. It's a month where everyone can win. Hold on, y'all. Listen, I was up late and up early. Just a lot of up, right? But it's a month where everyone can win. It's a month where everyone can, hey, Neymar, how are you, baby? It's a month where everyone can win. Now, listen, I'm going to show y'all how these downloads work. So God gave me some downloads the other day, and I was just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, it was like zoom, 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 zoom. It was one thing after another. And ooh, the first one dealt with prophetic drive-by. I remember when I first started doing prophetic drive-bys, and people were like, prophetic drive-by, what is that? No one can do that. People can't do that. Just give people a word and they don't even know them. And, like just on-demand word. Listen, I don't know about anybody else. I can't speak for anybody else, but I know that God is constantly downloading me. That's when I'm around people and I see stuff I don't want to see. I hear stuff I don't want to hear. I know stuff I don't want to know, right? God is always speaking. And he said, my people need encouragement. And so I come on and I give encouragement because that's what it's about. Encouragement, instruction, guidance, wisdom, and correction, right? All of that, right? It's not just one way. This is not just all the googie, oh, no, it's not that. Sometimes what you get is a word of correction. Yes, prophet, is what you put in Kairos and it's multiplied in Chronos exponentially. Y'all listen, I'm trying to tell y'all. Last night I was on at 11:11. I was on Clubhouse. I really don't get on Clubhouse a lot because Clubhouse can be addictive, right? And there be too much talking. And people talk forever. They don't know how to end nothing. Like stuff be going on for about 4 hours, 5 hours. What in the world is going on? But I went on because my sis and my brother were on there, and she asked me if I would come on, and so I got on, and we were talking about leadership, right? But before I got on there, I'd gotten on a little earlier, and there was a prophetic room, and prophets were in there, and people were prophesying. And I was in there and I was trying to just mind my business. I was trying to be there, sit there, mind my business. People were giving great words. The words were on point. It was there. It was on point. I said, I don't have to say nothing. Like, I don't have to say nothing because for me, the prophetic is not something for clout chasing. Right. So I'm sitting out there. God keeps stirring. I said, oh my God, can I just be someplace and not have to give a word? And I gave a word, but I gave a word for the prophets in the room because prophets often will not get a word. See, let me tell you something about prophets. Prophets tend not to get prophesied to because other prophets are afraid they're going to be wrong. Right. And so God just gave a word for the prophets and for us to really understand the season that we're in. We're in a season where we have to unequivocally do exactly what God says, say exactly what God says, even though it looks strange. And, this is a season where you're going to get some strange instructions. So these strange instructions, you're going to get strange instructions. You're going to be asked to do stuff that don't look right. And, people are probably going to talk about you, but I'm telling you, do it anyway. What God is doing in this season is not anything that has been seen in this derivative. It has not been seen in this derivative. Now, there's nothing new under the sun, but this derivative is a little different. And so people are going to feel a way about things that you do, things that you say, but that's not your issue. That's not your problem. That's theirs. It is your job to make sure that you are in alignment. So God gave me several downloads. So let me start with these downloads. The first one, as I said, dealt with the prophetic drive-by. God said, I want you to create a subscription and I want you to give people a personalized word each month, right? That subscribes. I said, okay. Now, I know that particularly, I know that there are people who will be like, oh my God, that's like astrology. Well, if you get on a prophetic drive-by that I do every month, you're doing the same thing. You're just doing it for what? Free. And it's not necessarily a personalized word. So God said, give the people a personalized word for the month and do it for $19.95. Create a subscription. That's what I did. So I'm going to put the information up so that you guys can take advantage of that. What is the beauty of that? Every month you're going to get a word. You're going to get a video message that's going to let you know what I hear God saying for you for that month. Now, that doesn't mean that you are forced to do anything with that word, right? But I'm telling you, The word is going to give you clarity. It's going to help you to understand, and it'll probably confirm some things for you that you need confirming as you're moving forward. As we're moving forward and what we're doing is getting more intricate, it helps to have a prophet in your life. It helps to have a prophet who can share things with you, strategies with you. I've been doing my business coaching. Everything I do is prophetic. It's prophetic business coaching. We were doing our session, and all of a sudden I got these downloads, right? And every time I was stopping, I'd be like, ooh, they would say, uh-oh, download. And they know that this is going to be something that is really powerful, because whenever I get a download and I share that download, that God don't give no raggedy downloads to me. He does not. He gives me downloads that has the potential to make people millionaires and billionaires if they execute it. See, but that's the next piece. So if, as you're going along, you are in need of additional guidance and things like that. So you get that, and you have that set up and it's coming. Like, listen, all I'm going to say is this. I signed up for my own prophetic drive-by. What in the world? Y'all think I'm playing? I did. I was the first one to sign up. I signed up for my own stuff. Why did I sign up for my own stuff? Listen, I signed up because I need to remind myself that I need to give myself a word. Like, I will give everybody else a word and not give myself a word. What kind of mess is that? No. I'm going to be the first partaker of this. Okay. So I signed up. I'm only doing 55 slots. I'm only doing 55 slots. People are signing up. You guys, I want you to be one of the 55 in honor of my birthday, in honor of double grace, in honor of Jubilee. Listen, I just need y'all to know that what God is doing is miraculous, okay? And it's wondrous to behold. So that's the first thing that God gave me, right? So, next morning, I'm laying there. Because I wanted to do something for my birthday. Well, when I do things for my birthday, I always want to do something that's going to also benefit people. So God said, get free and get paid. Telling your story for his glory. And I was like, okay, God, because I wanted to do something with people sharing their story. I'm all about helping people get free. I'm all about helping people get free. And when you can help people to get free, like, that is an amazing thing. So get free and get paid, telling your story for his glory, August 21st from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. right here in Tampa, Florida, and online. It's going to be both. So you're going to be able to participate online, and you're going to be able to participate here live in Tampa. What is it going to be, Dr. V? Well, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to come and get learn how to get free using your story. See, let me tell you what's a little different about me, about my coaching, about everything that I do. Okay. Everything that I do, the prophetic shows up in every single thing. And it's always about getting you to a place of freedom. It's always about getting you to a place of freedom. And when you get to a place of freedom, you can see more clearly, you can produce more. Like, all of those things are intertwined together. But God gave me this get free and get paid because we think it's cute. This is church programming. We think it's cute to use all of our gifts, to walk in our purpose, and then feel guilty for getting paid for it, right? You don't believe me? Ask a singer, someone who sings. Like, when they sing, there'll be people who think they automatically should just do it for free. But it is a profession. I'm not saying you never do anything for free, but some things you do for pay, right? You do it because you love it. You do it because it's your purpose, but then it also produces wealth for you. The word of God says this. God says, I've given you the ability to obtain wealth. Not I've given you wealth, but I've given you the ability to obtain wealth. And when he's given you the ability to obtain wealth, if you don't get wealthy from your ability, that's your fault. That's not his. He gave you what you needed to get wealthy. You have not used it appropriately. And we don't know how to use it appropriately because we have guilt attached to and associated with the things that we do. So when we understand that God has literally given us the gifts that we have in order for us not to have to struggle financially, in order for us, as we are being a blessing, as we are helping people, as we are serving people, for that to produce something, for that to produce something that produces wealth. Why? We think that, I hear people when they say, I just want enough to be comfortable. Then you're saying you don't want enough to help others. If you say that you just want enough to be comfortable, you're saying you don't want enough to help other people. No, I don't want to just be comfortable. I want enough that I can give out of my overflow and not from a place of lack. I want enough so that I can give to God's people, pour into God's people, help things manifest that I know that I'm supposed to help manifest. See, not just with words, not just with encouragement, but with financial resources, because the truth of the matter is it is Black Business Month, and Black businesses are the businesses that go under the most and the fastest. Why? Because we are often what's called undercapitalized. Listen, y'all, I don't know where this is going, but God's taking it somewhere. We are undercapitalized. What does that mean? We ain't got enough money. Plain and simple. We ain't got enough money. So how do you fix a capitalization problem? We need some money. Well, then how do you get the money? Oh, so you go get loans. That's what other people do. Other businesses do. Well, do you also know that we are denied the most for business loans? Often denied with the same criteria as other racial groups. They would get along, we wouldn't. Listen, this thing is deep, but it doesn't determine us. That's why God has given us our gifts to produce wealth, so that we don't necessarily have to rely on a loan, or we don't have to necessarily rely on someone else saying your business is valuable, or you are valuable, or I want to invest in you. God will give you strategies and downloads that will generate wealth in your life. They will create a flow. Last night in Sister's room, it was talking about flow, right? Well, y'all know that's my thing, flow. You know, being in the flow, being in the flow. It's time for us to get in the way of money. It's time for us to get in the way of money. Yes, abundant overflowing blessings in 3D. Come on, prophetess. It's time to get in the way of money. See, but we often can't do it because we get stuck. We get a word, but then we get stuck because we don't know how to execute the word. It's not that we haven't gotten enough word. We've gotten enough word, but we haven't gotten enough strategy for execution. We need the strategy for execution. Those strategies for execution, that's what produces the wealth. It's not just the word. You get a word and you hold the word in your heart, right? And then you hold on and hold on, and you hold on and hold on and hold on, and you're frustrated because nothing is happening. At least it seems like nothing is happening. Well, what you got to understand is God is trying to do something, and what he's trying to do, he needs you to understand the strategy for. But sometimes we don't listen, we don't hear, we don't get it, or we don't think it's God, right? Because it doesn't look like what we think God would do. It doesn't sound like what we think God would do. We need strategies for execution, and that's where the prophets come in. Prophets come in because prophets are able to give you strategy. There are some prophets who give you word, others who give you strategy. Come on now. Sometimes you're just going to get a word. Sometimes you're going to get a word and a strategy. Sometimes you're going to get the strategy to go with the word that you've already got in a previous season. It'll confirm that word, and it'll show you how to get from A to B. Listen, God is doing something amazing. And at this event, Get Free and Get Paid, you're going to learn how to tell your story to get free, how to tell your story to be able to walk in liberty, how to tell your story so that God is glorified in what you came through. You didn't overcome just for you. You overcame for those who would come behind you, for people who would have the same situation and problem that you have. Okay? And it's all for God's glory, but it's also to produce wealth in your life. Listen, you know, I just know that God has us in a place where he wants us to profit from our pain. Profit, Profit, from our pain. He wants us to profit from our pain. Let not your pain be in vain. Listen, it's time to profit. It's time to profit. Let not thine pain be in vain. And it's in vain when you're not profiting from it, when you don't grow from it, you don't learn anything from it, and you don't get paid from it, right? You got to be able to grow from it. You've got to be able to learn from it, and you've got to be able to get paid for it. Listen, God has orchestrated this thing called life in such a way that there is somebody out there who needs everything that you have, everything that you know, everything that you've been through. It's time to profit from the pain. Let thine pain not be in vain. Y'all, I'm getting ready to do it. I'm going to do a book, the book of Dr. V, and it's going to have scriptures in it. And then it's going to be stuff like, it's time to profit from thine pain. Let not thine pain be in vain. I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm for real about that. God spoke to me about that the other day. I was driving and talking to somebody, and I started sharing them stuff with them, and I was speaking scripturally. You know, I had the thines and the thighs in there, and they were, what? I said, yeah, I'm going to do the Dr. V Bible, right? The Dr. V Bible, right? Because listen, there are lessons that you learn that you can just share with the world. I'm just saying, I ain't gone through all that I've gone through for just me. It's not just for me. And you can say, well, I don't feel right making money off of what I've been through. Well, let me tell you something. There's somebody else who's going to make money off you, what you've been through. People are constantly making money off what you've been through. When God gives you something and you don't do it, somebody else will do it. You don't believe it? Listen, my brother in 2011, when I moved to Tampa, kept talking to me about the Now Network, the Now Network. Oh, I'm going to do this thing called the Now Network. I'm going to do this thing called the Now Network. Okay. He didn't do it. Why? Couldn't get funding. Undercapitalized. And now with technology, the way technology is set up, in this season, you don't need all of that hardwired stuff that you would have needed in seasons past. There's a Now Network. There's a Now Network, a Now Television Network. That's what he was going to do, the Now Television Network. And there's a Now Network. Why? Because he didn't do it. When you don't do it, somebody else is going to do it, and they're going to profit from it. So why would you not profit from it? I don't understand that. But if you don't want to profit from it, send me your profits, okay? Because listen, listen, this month of August is about new profit areas. New profit areas. He's giving you new areas of profit, new ways to profit. It's about multiple streams coming together. God is doing that thing. He's orchestrating it. And it is the truth that listen, I'm telling y'all, he's giving us new streams. But answer this question. Why would God give you a new stream when you ain't done nothing with the old streams? It's also the time that God is going to call you out on your stuff. If he's giving you things to do and you've not done them and you complaining about not having, he's going to call you on that. He's going to call you on it. He's going to call you on it. So I need you to understand that that's what this month is about. This month is about new beginnings. It's about new streams of profit, new ways to profit. It's about new freedom, new glory. It's about all of those things. And listen, new strategies. It's about all of that. But it's going to require you to move forward. It's going to require you to do the work, to get the strategies, to walk it out. So God gave me the strategies. And so what I've learned is when God gives me a strategy, execute. Like you can't wait till you get it pretty. You can't wait until you got everything. I got to do it. Because if I don't do it, I might not do it. I'm subject to not do it. Right. So, this is a Kairos time, right? So when he gave me that word, it was a Kairos moment, right? And so me acting on that Kairos moment produces, right? So he gave me the Kairos moment. I put up the Prophetic Drive-By subscription. It's a monthly subscription. You get an individual prophetic word specifically for you. You get an individual prophetic word specifically for you. Each month, it's $19.95. Listen, and you get your word. Okay. But then also the conference. He said, with the conference, he said, I need you to help my people get free. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. And I want you to hear me clearly. People don't value what they don't pay for. I'm just telling you, people don't take it seriously. They don't deal with it the same way when they don't pay for something. So with this conference, it's only $55. $55. It is August the 21st, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. in Tampa, Florida, and online. If you can get to Tampa, you're going to want to be in Tampa. I promise you something is going to happen in this place. I should say some things. I already feel it. Already feel it. Why? Because it's the cusp of my birthday, right? We're doing the event on the 21st. My birthday is on the 22nd. Y'all, I promise you, it's going to be breakthroughs. It's going to be all kinds of stuff that takes place on the 21st, and you're not going to want to miss it. That night, I'm having my birthday party, and I'll tell you a little more about my birthday party at another time, but it's $55 if you want the VIP. The VIP includes a Friday night mixer, meet and greet, and a special session where it's going to... I think I'm okay, God. So that Friday night, since we're talking about telling your story for his glory, I'm going to do a prophetic story time. Prophetic story time. I'm going to do a prophetic story time. It's going to be meet and greet and a mixer and a prophetic story time. That is going to be $110. So it's double 55. $110, get free and get paid. VIP, all lowercase. That's how you access it. Get free and get paid. VIP. Oh, hold on, y'all. Just add VIP to the end of get free and get paid, all lowercase. And it's going to be amazing because I'm telling y'all, I don't know exactly what God is going to do, but I know this is a setup. See, God is in the business of setting us up. And so when he does a setup, there's a reason that he's doing the setup. There's a reason that this is happening. And I just believe that God is getting ready to blow our minds. I believe that he's getting ready to do what he does exponentially and expeditiously. I'm just telling y'all, exponentially and expeditiously. And so I believe that it's not going to take a lot of people to produce a great change. God has told me that what I'm doing, this conference, like this is really going to impact 55 lives. 55 lives. That's why you're going to keep hearing 55 with the Prophetic Drive-By, a subscription. He said, take the first 55, take the first 55, right? With the conference, he said, charge 55. It's about 55. My birthday party is going to be 55. Like everything is 55 because he really wants me to understand that this year is significant in my life. You all, you want to get registered. Go on, get registered for the event, sign up for your subscription and get the first prophetic word. August is the first month that I'm doing it. And how amazing. I'm doing it in my birth month, new beginnings, right? And so I'm excited about all of this. But what I want you to get excited about is what God is doing in your life and what he wants to do in your life. Because I promise you, there are some things that he wants to do and there are strategies that he wants to release into your hands. And it's up to you to position yourself to be able to tap into it. It's up to you to position yourself to access it. It's up to you to position yourself so that you can maximize everything that God is doing in this season. New beginnings, new streams of income, new strategies, new glories, new freedom. It's new. It's time to get new. So you all, I'm super excited about what God is doing. If you have any questions, hit my inbox. Listen, but I'm going to tell you what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to be in the place, whether whether I'm talking about physically or online. If you can get here physically, baby, I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be a game changer. So with that said, you all share this broadcast because I'm telling you, somebody else is getting strategies and ideas and they think it's strange and they're not doing it because they say that's not God or they feel like they're afraid of what people are going to say. Listen, I came to just be an example, to be a light, to show what just doing what God says looks like. That's it. And as I do that, I pray that it liberates you. It helps you to be free to be you, free to do what God has told you to do, free to access all that God has put out there for you to access. It's time. It's time. It's your time. And if you miss it, it's your own fault. If you miss it, it's your own fault because God is setting things up. He's making things affordable and he's positioning you where you can take full advantage. You all listen, know this, know that I absolutely love you guys to life and life more abundant. And my prayer for you is that God would do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you could think or ask. You guys be blessed. Mwah.